Chapter 1. The Minecraft superfan Liam loved Minecraft. No, really, he loved it. His bed, covered in Minecraft sheets, his pillow, a giant creeper face, his backpack, diamond armor blue. Even his socks had little blocky cows on them. If you asked Liam about his favorite food, he'd say cooked pork chops. His favorite color? Minecraft grass green. His favorite thing to do? Minecraft and not get exploded by creepers. Liam talked about Minecraft so much that even his mom, who didn't know a pickaxe from a shovel, could name all the mobs. "Liam," she said one night as he brushed his teeth, "I think you have Minecraft on the brain." "That's a good thing, right?" he mumbled through a mouthful of toothpaste. She laughed and tucked him into bed. "You know, when I was little, Grandma taught me a trick. If you think really hard about something before you go to sleep, you might dream about it." Liam's eyes widened. "Wait, so if I think about Minecraft right now, I might have a Minecraft dream?" His mom smiled. "It's worth a try." Liam gasped. This was the best news ever. As his mom turned off the light, he squeezed his eyes shut and whispered, "Minecraft, Minecraft, Minecraft," over and over. He imagined himself in the game, building a giant castle, crafting shiny diamond armor, and fighting off zombies with an enchanted sword. Slowly, his mind drifted deeper and deeper. And then, poof! Liam's bed disappeared. The walls of his room vanished. When he opened his eyes, he wasn't in bed anymore. He was standing in the middle of a bright, blocky world, and his hands square. Liam gasped. No way. He had done it. He had dreamed himself straight into Minecraft. Chapter 2, Waking Up in a Blocky World. Liam blinked, then he blinked again. Everything around him was square. The grass, the clouds, even the sun in the sky. It was all made of little blocky cubes. His heart raced. This wasn't just any dream. This was the best dream ever. Liam looked down at his hands. Instead of fingers, he had big blocky mitts. "Whoa," he whispered, flexing them. "I'm a Minecraft character." Excited, he did what any reasonable person would do in this situation. He punched a tree. Thwack, a chunk of wood popped right off and floated in front of him. Liam gasped. It actually worked. He grabbed the wood and did it again. Thwack! Another block popped off. Within seconds, he had a pile of wooden blocks in his inventory. Okay, think, he muttered, pacing in a circle. "What do you do when you first start Minecraft?" His stomach growled. "Oh, right, food." Liam scanned the landscape. In the distance, he spotted a little blocky pig oinking near a river. He grinned. Perfect. Liam crept toward the pig, hands outstretched. "Hey, buddy," he whispered. "I just need a tiny snack. Nothing personal." The pig looked at him. Liam took another step. The pig snorted. And then, zoom! It took off running like it had just seen a ghost. "Hey, get back here!" Liam yelled, chasing after it. But the pig was fast. It zipped through the grass, weaving between trees, and before Liam knew it, he was sprinting across the blocky world, laughing as he ran. After a few minutes, he stopped to catch his breath. "Okay, new plan," he panted. "Find food later. First, let's build a house." Liam got to work, placing blocks on top of each other. His house wasn't exactly fancy. It was mostly just a box with a tiny door, but he felt like a champion. "Not bad," he said, stepping back to admire his work. "Could use some windows, maybe a second floor, but hey, it's home." Just then, the sky darkened. Liam frowned. "Wait, is it getting—" A low growl echoed from the trees. Liam froze. He knew that sound. He spun around, heart pounding. In the shadows, a pair of glowing eyes stared back at him. Then another pair, and another. Liam gulped. Oh no, it was nighttime. And he had forgotten to make a bed, which meant the monsters were coming. Chapter 3, The Nighttime Surprise. Liam's heart pounded. From the bike trees, eerie glowing eyes blinked at him. Then a hiss sound sent chills up his spine. "Oh no," he whispered. He knew exactly what that sound meant. Creepers. Suddenly, a bony clack-clack echoed through the air. Liam spun around. A skeleton stood nearby, pulling back an arrow on its bow. Thwip! Liam yelped and ducked just in time as the arrow whizzed past his head. Okay, don't panic," he told himself. "It's just like the game. Just gotta—" A deep growl cut him off. He turned. A zombie was shuffling straight toward him. "Ah! Panic! Panic!" Liam bolted. He ran past his half-finished house, zigzagging through the trees, arms flailing. The monsters were right behind him. Creepers hissed. Skeletons fired arrows. Zombies groaned like they hadn't had breakfast in years. Liam's legs burned. "I wish I had a horse," he gasped. Up ahead he spotted something, a tiny cottage with a flickering light inside. A house! Liam sprinted toward it. Maybe someone can help me. Just as a skeleton's arrow whizzed past his ear, Liam reached the wooden door and pounded on it. Help! Let me in! There are creepers and zombies and... The door swung open and Liam tumbled inside, landing flat on his face. Slam! The door shut behind him. Silence. Liam peeked up. Standing over him was a villager. He had a big square nose, a brown robe, and tiny beady eyes. He stared down at Liam, arms crossed. Liam sat up, panting. Hi? The villager raised an eyebrow. What kind of fool runs into the night without a bed? Liam gave an embarrassed laugh. This fool? He raised his hand. The villager sighed. Typical. Liam looked around. The cottage was small but cozy. A crafting table sat in the corner, and a bubbling cauldron filled the air with a weird, spicy smell. You're lucky you made it, the villager said, handing Liam a blocky cup of something warm. Drink. Liam took a sip. It tasted like pumpkin pie and cinnamon. His whole body felt warm and tingly. Whoa, he said, smacking his lips. What is this? Potion of courage, the villager said. You're going to need it. Liam blinked. Need it? For what? The villager leaned in. His eyes gleamed. The monsters aren't just here for fun, kid. The land is cursed, and if you want to survive... He paused dramatically. You're going to have to break the curse. Liam's jaw dropped. Wait. So, you're telling me that I have to fight monsters, and I have to stop some kind of evil curse? The villager nodded. Liam gulped. Okay, do I at least get a sword first? The villager smirked. Not just any sword, a legendary one. Liam's eyes widened. Now this was getting interesting. Chapter 4, The Villager's Quest. Liam sat up straighter. Did you just say legendary sword? The villager nodded, stroking his big square chin. Aye, the blade of the ancients. Strong enough to defeat any monster, sharp enough to slice through the darkness itself. Liam's eyes sparkled. Okay, I definitely need that. The villager smirked. You and everyone else. But the sword is hidden deep in the land, guarded by trials and traps. Only the bravest adventurers have ever found it. Liam gulped. And, how many of those adventurers made it back? The villager waved a hand. Details. What matters is you have a chance to be the hero this world needs. Liam sat back, thinking. He had always wanted to go on a real Minecraft adventure, and now he was in one. Sure, there were monsters and curses and possibly dangerous traps, but there was also a legendary sword. He clenched his fists. All right, I'll do it. The villager grinned. That's the spirit. He pulled out a crinkled map and spread it across the table. Liam leaned in, studying it. The sword lies deep in the caves of chaos, the villager explained, pointing to a dark, squiggly section on the map. But to get there, you'll need armor, and for that, you must collect 3 special materials. Iron from the Mountain of Might, lapis from the Lake of Light, and gold from the Forest of Fortune. Liam scratched his head. Sue, go to 3 places, gather materials, and then I get awesome armor? Precisely, Liam grinned. Easy. I do this kind of stuff in Minecraft all the time. The villager raised an eyebrow. Do you now? Well, okay. Mostly in creative mode, Liam admitted. But still, the villager chuckled. This is no creative mode, my friend. Out here you must mine, craft, and fight for survival. Liam's excitement wavered for a moment. This was a dream, right? He pinched his arm. Ow! The villager watched him. Did you just pinch yourself? Maybe. The villager sighed. You really are new at this. Liam took a deep breath. All right, where do I go first? The villager pointed to the northern part of the map, the Mountain of Might, a land of towering peaks, strong winds, and iron hidden deep within its caves. Liam stood up, fists clenched. Then that's where I'm going. The villager nodded and handed him a wooden sword. Take this. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. Liam held up the blocky weapon. Sweet, he turned toward the door, feeling just like a real Minecraft hero. The villager called after him. One last thing, kid. Liam glanced back. Yeah? Beware of what lurks in the mountains. The iron isn't unguarded, Liam frowned. Wait, guarded by what? The villager's eyes darkened. Something big, something with sharp teeth. Liam's stomach flipped. Oh, great. He took a deep breath, gripped his wooden sword, and stepped outside. The sun was rising, painting the sky in soft pinks and oranges. A new day in Minecraft had begun. And so had his adventure. Chapter 5, The Journey to the Mountain of Might. Liam took a deep breath and stepped into the pixelated sunrise. The world stretched out before him, rolling green hills, towering trees, and in the distance, the jagged peaks of the Mountain of Might. Okay, he muttered, gripping his wooden sword. Time to get some iron. The villager had packed him a few supplies, some bread, a wooden pickaxe, and a torch. Not the best gear, but better than nothing. As he walked, Liam took in the sights. Everything was so real. The grass crunched under his feet, the wind whooshed past his ears, and the blocky sheep nearby made that funny baa sound. This is so much better than my regular dreams, Liam said, giggling as a pig snorted beside him. The pig snorted again. Liam frowned. Wait, was that a normal snort or a creepy snort? He turned around just in time to see the pig bolt into the trees. Liam gulped. That can't be good. Suddenly, boom, the ground shook. A low, rumbling growl echoed through the hills. Liam froze. Oh, no, the villager's words came rushing back. The iron isn't unguarded. Liam slowly looked up at the towering mountains ahead. And then, from behind a cliff, a massive stone golem stomped into view. Its body was made of thick gray blocks. Glowing red eyes flickered as it turned its head. With every step, the ground trembled beneath its weight. Liam's jaw dropped. Nope, 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 nope. That's a big nope. The golem let out a deep, rumbling roar and charged. Liam screamed and took off running. Why is this happening? The golem stomped after him, swinging its giant stone fists. Liam zigzagged through the trees, dodging left and right. I am not built for this. Up ahead, he spotted a narrow cave entrance. Safety, he yelled, sprinting toward it. Behind him, the golem let out a furious bellow and swung its arms. Smash! A tree exploded into wooden blocks. Liam leapt through the cave entrance just in time. Boom! The golem's giant fist slammed into the rock, shaking the cave walls. But the entrance was too small. It couldn't reach him. Liam collapsed against the wall, gasping. I almost got turned into a pancake. Outside, the golem let out one last growl before stomping away. Liam wiped his forehead. Okay, new plan, be way more careful. He stood up and looked deeper into the cave. It was dark, but somewhere inside, iron was waiting for him. Liam sighed, picking up his torch. All right, he whispered. Time to mine. Chapter 6, Into the Cave. Liam held up his torch, its flickering glow bouncing off the stone walls. The cave stretched deep into the mountain, dark and mysterious. Okay, he whispered. Just gotta mine some iron. Easy. He took a step forward. The sound of his own footsteps echoed around him. Creak! Liam froze. What was that? He swung his torch around. Nothing. Just rocks and darkness. He swallowed hard. All right, brain, calm down. It's just a cave. Nothing to be scared of. He turned back and 2 giant glowing eyes stared at him. Liam screamed and swung his wooden sword wildly. Ah! Back! Back, foul beast! A high-pitched squeak echoed through the cave. Liam blinked. The glowing eyes belonged to a bat. A tiny, fluttery, absolutely harmless bat. It let out another squeak and flapped away. Liam sighed, slumping against the cave wall. I almost fainted because of a bat, he muttered. That's just great. Shaking his head, he took a deep breath and kept moving. After a few minutes, he spotted something shiny in the stone. His heart leaped. Iron! Liam grinned and pulled out his wooden pickaxe. Time to mine! He raised the pickaxe and... crack! The head of the pickaxe snapped right off. Liam's smile faded. He stared at the broken handle in his hand, then at the iron, then back at the handle. Well, that's just rude, he sighed. Of course I need a stone pickaxe for iron. Frustrated, he started breaking nearby stone with his hands, gathering enough to craft a new pickaxe. After a few minutes of hard work, he placed a crafting table down and put together a stone pickaxe. Liam admired his new tool. All right, iron, now you're mine. He swung the pickaxe and clink, 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 pop! The iron broke free, and Liam scooped it up. He held the block high in victory. Yes, I am a mining master! His voice echoed through the cave, a little too loudly. From the darkness, something growled. Liam stiffened. Oh no, another growl, then another, then click, click, click. Liam's stomach dropped. He knew that sound. Slowly, he turned around. A pack of spiders stared at him with beady, glowing red eyes. Liam gulped. I come in peace? The spiders hissed. Liam's eyes widened. Didn't think so. The biggest spider leapt toward him. Liam grabbed his iron, his crafting table, and his torch and sprinted toward the cave entrance. The spiders scuttled after him, legs clicking against the stone. Liam ran faster. Nope, nope, nope. Up ahead, he saw daylight. He was almost out. With one last burst of speed, he leapt out of the cave just as the spiders skidded to a stop the entrance, hissing in frustration. Liam collapsed onto the grass, panting. "I hate spiders," he groaned, but then he looked at his inventory and saw the iron safely in his hands. He grinned. 1 material down, 2 to go. He stood up, dusted himself off, and looked toward the next destination on the map, the Lake of Light. Liam took a deep breath. His adventure was just beginning. Chapter 7, The Lake of Light. Liam marched across the blocky landscape, feeling pretty proud of himself. Sure, he had almost been squashed by a stone golem, and okay, maybe he had screamed a little when those spiders chased him, but he had iron. And that meant he was 1 step closer to getting his legendary armor. He pulled out his map. Next stop, the Lake of Light. According to the villager, the lake held lapis lazuli, the next material he needed. Liam's eyes followed the path ahead. The landscape had changed. Rolling green hills turned into a glowing blue swamp. Fireflies floated above shimmering water. Strange vines dangled from twisted trees. And in the middle of it all, a massive glowing lake stretched across the land. Liam's jaw dropped. Whoa! The lake sparkled like tiny stars were trapped beneath its surface. Liam knelt beside it. "All right, Lapis, where are you hiding?" He peered into the water. A few blocks down, something blue and shiny winked at him from the lake bed. Liam pumped his fist. Jackpot! He dipped a toe into the water, cool and refreshing. "This is fine," he muttered. "I can swim. Easy peasy." He waded in and took a deep breath before diving under. Splash! Bubbles surrounded him as he kicked downward. The lake was weirdly peaceful. The glow from the water lit up the blocks below, making it look like he was floating in a sea of stars. Liam reached the bottom and swung his pickaxe. Clink! Clink! The lapis broke free. He grabbed it, grinning through the bubbles. But then, a shadow moved behind him. Liam froze. Slowly, he turned around. A pair of glowing green eyes stared back at him. Liam's stomach dropped. Oh no, it was a drowned. A zombie. But not just any zombie, a swimming zombie. The drowned lurched forward, arms outstretched. Liam's eyes widened. Nope, nope, nope! He kicked off the lake bed and shot toward the surface. The drowned followed. Liam swam as fast as he could, arms flailing, bubbles trailing behind him. The shore was so close. The drowned reached for his foot. Splash! Liam launched out of the water and rolled onto the grass, panting. The drowned lurched up after him. Liam scrambled to his feet. Stay back, wet zombie! The drowned let out a low groan. Liam pulled out his wooden sword. The drowned stepped forward. Liam swung. Smack! The sword snapped in half. Liam stared at the broken handle. Oh, come on! The drowned growled and lunged. Liam yelped, grabbed the lapis, and ran for his life. He didn't stop until the zombie's groans faded behind him. Finally, he collapsed behind a tree, chest heaving. He held up the lapis lazuli. That was way too much effort for a shiny blue rock, he groaned. But at least he had it. 2 materials down, 1 to go. He looked at his map. Next stop, the Forest of Fortune. Liam took a deep breath. Please let this one be easier. Spoiler, it would not. Chapter 8, The Forest of Fortune. Liam trekked through the trees, gripping his map in one hand and his very broken wooden sword in the other. 2 materials down, 1 to go. But he was so tired. I feel like I've been running for hours, he groaned. First, a giant rock monster tries to squish me, then I almost become spider food, and then a soggy zombie tries to eat my foot. He sighed. Why can't one of these quests be like, pet a baby panda and get a free diamond? But no, he had to do hard stuff. Liam looked up. The trees were changing. The normal oak and birch trees gave way to tall golden trees with shimmering leaves. His eyes widened. Whoa. This had to be the Forest of Fortune. Gold was hidden somewhere here, but where? Liam wandered between the golden trees, eyes scanning the ground. Nothing. No caves, no shiny ores, not even a single golden nugget. This place is way too quiet, he muttered. And then, rustle. Liam froze. His heart pounded. Okay, probably just the wind. Rustle, rustle. Liam slowly turned around. Nothing. He took a step forward, and hi-yah! Liam screamed as something jumped out of a bush and tackled him. He hit the ground with a loud oof. Dazed, he looked up to see a tiny green figure wearing a ninja mask. Liam blinked. What? The tiny ninja jumped up, crossed his arms, flub, and glared at him. You dare enter the Forest of Fortune? The tiny figure declared. Without permission? Liam sat up. Yes? The tiny ninja gasped. You admit your crime. The punishment is the trial of speed. Liam blinked. The what now? The ninja pointed to a long, twisting obstacle course made of lines and floating platforms. If you want the golden treasure of the forest, the ninja said, you must outrun me. Liam groaned. Oh, great. More running. The ninja wiggled his tiny fingers. Unless you are too slow? Liam narrowed his eyes. Oh, it's on! The ninja grinned. Then let the race begin. Boom, the ninja took off. Bolted after him. First, jumping across logs. Liam barely made it. Whoa! Next, climbing vines. Liam scrambled up, slipping once but catching himself. Not bad, the ninja called from ahead. Liam gritted his teeth. I am not losing to a tiny ninja. Final stretch, jumping across floating blocks over a deep pit. Liam gulped. Okay, legs, he muttered. Time to be awesome. He leapt to the first block, then the second, then the... His foot slipped. Ah! Liam flailed and caught a vine just in time. Ha! Still in it, he yelled, scrambling back up. The ninja turned. Impressive, but not enough. Liam sprinted the final stretch, dove forward, and slammed his hand on the finish line right before the ninja. He collapsed, panting. I win? The ninja stared at the finish line, then at Liam. Then he laughed. A true warrior indeed, the ninja said. You have earned the treasure. Liam sat up just as the ninja tossed him a glowing gold ingot. Liam caught it and grinned. Yes, gold! 3 materials collected. The ninja nodded. Now go, hero. Your journey is not over. Liam stood, gripping the gold tightly. It was time to craft his legendary armor. And then, face the final battle. Chapter 9, Crafting the Legendary Armor. Liam raced back through the forest, gripping the gold ingot tightly. He had done it. Iron from the Mountain of Might, lapis from the Lake of Light, gold from the Forest of Fortune. All 3 materials collected. Now it was time to craft. By the time he reached the villager's cottage, the sun was setting. The warm glow of lanterns flickered through the windows. Liam burst through the door. I got them, he yelled, panting. The iron, the lapis, the gold. I got everything. The villager, who had been calmly sipping tea, spit out his drink. Well, the villager said, wiping his mouth, I suppose that means you're still alive. Liam grinned and dropped the materials onto the table. Now let's make some epic armor. The villager inspected the materials and nodded. Impressive. You've passed the trials, but the true test is yet to come. Liam's excitement wavered. Wait, what do you mean? The villager pointed to a massive stone well in the middle of the village. Liam frowned. Okay, cool well, what about it? The villager's eyes darkened. Deep within that well lies the true darkness of this land, the evil that spreads the monster curse. Liam gulped. Sue, what exactly is down there? The villager leaned in. A creature feared by all. Liam leaned in, eyes wide. A beast made of nightmares. Liam gulped. A terror so great it... The villager paused dramatically. Liam whispered, what is it? The villager's face turned serious. A giant enderman. Liam's stomach flipped. A giant enderman? Like bigger than a regular one? The villager nodded. Liam groaned. Oh, come on! Why couldn't it be like a very aggressive chicken or something? The villager ignored him and placed the materials into the crafting table. The room glowed. Sparks of magic flickered in the air as the iron, lapis, and gold fused together. With a final flash, a set of shimmering blue and gold armor appeared. Liam's eyes sparkled. No way! The villager handed it to him. The armor of the ancients. Strong, enchanted, and resistant to enderman magic. Liam pulled the armor on. It fit perfectly. This is awesome! The villager smirked. And one more thing. He turned back to the table and crafted a shining diamond sword. Liam's jaw dropped. Wait, is that? The villager nodded. The blade of the ancients. He handed it to Liam, who held it up like a true hero. The sword gleamed in the candlelight. Liam grinned. He felt unstoppable. The villager crossed his arms. Now, are you ready? Liam took a deep breath. He gripped the sword, squared his shoulders, and turned toward the well. The final battle was waiting, and he was ready. Chapter 10. The Descent into Darkness. Liam stood at the edge of the ancient well, gripping the blade of the ancients tightly. The stone opening was wide and deep, a black void that seemed to pull the light right out of the air. A chill ran down his spine. Liam muttered, peering into the darkness. How exactly do I get down there? Because if the answer is jump, I'd like to file a formal complaint. The villager chuckled and handed Liam a bucket of water. Liam frowned. Oh, cool. Hydration is important. The villager sighed. No, genius. Water bucket trick. Place it before you land. It'll soften the fall. Liam blinked. Wait, that actually works? I thought that was just a speedrunner thing. The villager shrugged. It works if you do it right. Liam gulped. That didn't exactly fill him with confidence. Welp. No turning back now. He took a deep breath, stepped onto the edge, and jumped. Whoosh! The air rushed past him as he plummeted into the well. The stone walls blurred as he fell faster and faster. Ah! Okay, water time! Liam fumbled with the bucket. His fingers slipped. The ground was coming up fast. Come on, come on! Splash! Liam landed perfectly in the water, safe and sound. His jaw dropped. Did you see that? He yelled, looking around. I just did a pro gamer move. Silence. Oh, right, nobody's here. Liam stepped out of the water and looked around. The bottom of the well wasn't what he expected. It was a massive underground cavern glowing with eerie purple light. Strange black particles floated through the air. The stone walls were lined with deep obsidian cracks, and in the center of it all, a massive obsidian throne. Liam's breath caught in his throat. Sitting on the throne was a giant Enderman. It was at least 20 blocks tall, its long arms resting on the armrests like a king surveying its land, its glowing purple eyes locked onto Liam. Liam froze. Oh, no. The giant Enderman stood. Its deep, rumbling voice echoed through the cavern. Who dares enter my domain? Liam's legs refused to move. Hi. My name's Liam. Big fan of your work. The Enderman took a step forward. Boom. The ground shook. Boom. The air vibrated. Liam gulped. So, fun fact, I actually came here to defeat you and end the monster curse. So, he held up his sword. Could you, go easy on me? The Enderman's eyes glowed brighter. Then, it teleported. Liam's heart stopped. Ah, where did it go? Whoosh! Suddenly, it was right behind him. Liam barely rolled out of the way before the Enderman's massive fist slammed into the ground. Boom! The impact sent shockwaves through the cavern, cracking the stone beneath Liam's feet. He scrambled up, gripping his sword. Okay, I get it. No mercy. The Enderman teleported again. Liam spun around, just in time to see the Enderman's claw swinging toward him. He blocked with his sword. Clang! Sparks flew as the force sent Liam skidding backward. His arms ached. Okay, ow! The Enderman let out a furious roar. Liam took a deep breath. He couldn't run. He couldn't hide. This was it. The final battle. He gripped his sword. It was time to fight. Chapter 11, The Final Battle. Liam tightened his grip on the blade of the Ancients. His heart was pounding so loud it sounded like a drum in his ears. The giant Enderman loomed over him, its glowing purple eyes burning like twin torches in the darkness. It let out a deep, bone-rattling growl. Then, whoosh! It teleported again. Liam spun around, just in time to see a massive black fist swinging toward him. He dove to the side. Boom! The fist slammed into the stone floor, sending blocks flying everywhere. Liam scrambled up. Okay, plan. Need a plan. He ducked behind a rock just as the Enderman lashed out again, smashing the stone into dust. Liam yelped. Not that plan! The Enderman's long arms swiped at him again and again. Liam jumped, dodged, and rolled, barely avoiding the attacks. He needed an opening. He needed to strike. Then he remembered something. Enderman hated water. His eyes darted to his empty water bucket. Liam grinned. Oh, I have an idea. He sprinted across the cavern, dodging as the Enderman's fists smashed down behind him. Come on, big guy, try to catch me, he yelled. The Enderman teleported right into Liam's trap. Liam whipped out his bucket. Splash! Water exploded onto the Enderman's feet. It let out a piercing screech. Purple sparks flew off its body as it staggered backward. Yes! Liam whooped. Water works! But the Enderman wasn't done. It lifted both arms and summoned a storm of floating blocks. Liam's eyes widened. Oh, that's probably bad! Whoosh! The blocks hurled toward him like meteors. Liam zigzagged, barely dodging as chunks of stone exploded around him. He had to end this now. He spotted the well's ancient altar in the center of the cavern, the place where he had to pour the potion of purity to break the curse. But the Enderman blocked the way. Liam squared his shoulders. All right, sword, he whispered. Let's be awesome. Then he charged. The Enderman roared and teleported, but Liam was ready. He jumped, spun, and slashed his sword. Crack! The blade of the Ancient sliced through the Enderman's chest, sending a shockwave of blue energy through the cavern. The Enderman let out an ear-splitting screech and staggered back. Liam didn't stop. He sprinted for the altar, pulled out the potion of purity, and poured it into the well. Whoosh! A blinding blue light erupted from the well, spreading through the cavern like a tidal wave. The Enderman let out one last roar, then vanished into dust. The cavern shook, the walls cracked, light filled the air, washing away the darkness, and then silence. Liam stood panting, his sword still raised. He looked around. The cavern was peaceful. The curse was broken. He had won. Chapter 12. The Hero Awakens. Liam stood in the now silent cavern, his heart still racing. The giant Enderman was gone. The darkness had lifted. The land was safe. He did it. Liam let out a long breath and looked down at his sword. It still glowed softly in his hand. He ran his fingers over the blade. "I can't believe it," he whispered. "I actually won." A slow clapping sound echoed through the cavern. Liam turned to see the villager standing by the altar, nodding approvingly. "Well, well," the villager said with a smirk. "Didn't think you had it in you, kid." Liam grinned. "Me neither." The villager stepped forward and placed a hand on Liam's shoulder. "You have done what no one else could," he said. "You have broken the curse. You, Liam, are the hero of the village." Liam's eyes widened. "Wait, really?" The villager nodded. "Does that mean I get, free stuff from villagers now?" The villager chuckled. "It means you've proven yourself. But now it is time to return." Liam blinked. "Wait, return where?" The villager simply tapped Liam's forehead, and suddenly, the world began to fade. The cavern, the altar, the glowing sword, all of it swirled into nothingness. Liam felt himself floating, drifting. And then, "Liam, wake up!" Liam's eyes flew open. He gasped, sitting up in bed, his heart pounding. His room was normal again. No glowing cavern, no blocky villagers, just his Minecraft-themed bed, his posters, and the morning sunlight streaming through his window. He whipped off his covers. "No way! Was it just a dream?" Liam sat there for a moment, still feeling the weight of the sword in his hands, still hearing the roar of the giant Enderman. But as he looked around, it was gone. His mom peeked into the room. "Liam, you're gonna be late for school." Liam barely heard her. He flopped back onto his pillow, staring at the ceiling. It had felt so real. The adventure, the battles, the victory. A slow smile spread across his face. Maybe it had just been a dream, but something about it felt different. Liam stretched, feeling lighter, stronger, like he could do anything, like he was still a hero. He hopped out of bed, threw on his backpack, and raced out the door, feeling something new in his chest, confidence. Because if he could fight monsters in his dreams, then maybe, just maybe, he could do anything in the real world too. The end.